Shaman King creator Hiroyuki Takei will start a new occult mecha battle manga named Juro on December 19th, 2025 in Koika issue number 1. Sci-fi battle set in a world where spirits exist. A boy steers a shaman robot to fight evil spirits. Images copyrighted by Shaman King Kodansha, Hiroyuki Takei / Juro Shogakukan, Hiroyuki Takei. Guys, this is amazing. Okay, as someone who actually owns a lot of the copies, or all the copies actually, of Shaman King, if you look right back here, you can see them all right here. I own every single one of both the reboot, and I had a lot of the copies of the original. But I just want to talk about how awesome this is, actually, to see that there is a Shaman King, not a Shaman King reboot, but more of a Shaman King spiritual successor. I mean, you see it here. Let me blow this up. A boy steers a shaman robot to fight evil spirits. Now, that's pretty much a successor, if I had to say. It's one of those things where you had Shaman King, then you had Shaman King Flowers, which was a beautifully done second sequel series to the original. And now you have this, a new occult mecha battle anime, or battle manga, called Juro. And we're actually going to be getting it relatively soon on December 19th of this year, of the Kuroka issue. So yeah, you guys don't know what any of this means. It means that Hiroyuki Takei is back in business, and for someone like myself, I am definitely in to see what he has in store. And yeah, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Marshulartz. We are here yet again. The goal is to get to 1K subs by not the end of this year, but the end of next year. And we're doing well. We're almost at the 200 mark with 185 subs. Appreciate all of the recent subs that have been here. And yeah, I kind of want to get into this. So yeah, let's get back into this boom bap. So looking at this right now, this is what we see. We have the Shaman King art here, of course, for volume 1. And then we have this new illustration done where it looks like he's kind of going back to this older style of what he really wanted in the beginning. Maybe it's more so, and you can see there's a car here. So maybe it has something to do with RC cars. Maybe it's all to do with robots, not just with cars. I'm thinking like a Metabots meets anything. And you know what's funny? You know what's funny? I believe I have it here. Yeah. He did this before, something very similar, if you guys will, with Ultimo. I don't know if you guys remember Ultimo, but it is done by Stan Lee and Hiroyuki Takei himself. And in this book, they actually control these dowels. Now, the dowels, I don't remember. I never got to actually read and finish this series. But the dowels themselves are robots, you know. You get to see kind of these robots fighting. So I'm assuming it's not going to be this idea exactly, of course, because mangaka like him actually do that. Here's the actual drawing of Stan Lee in manga form, which is actually pretty cool. But yeah, I'm trying to honestly think, man, because like it's actually pretty crazy that he's doing something. It feels like robots has always been his calling in some way, shape, or form. Especially after he did Ultimo, which, you know, you can't really find this series in book form anymore. I was very lucky to actually get volume 1, if that's what this is, volume 1. And if any of you want to go read Ultimo, go read it. It's an awesome story. You can go. I'm sure you can find it somewhere out there online. But talking about this story specifically, you know, with it being a occult mecha battle manga, my brain kept going to somewhere along the lines of like Metabots meets Shaman King, or Zoids or Gundam kind of meets Shaman King in a way. And I think that would kind of be really cool to see. I mean, what do you guys want to see from this? Are you guys excited as I am to see this new manga come from literally Hiroyuki Takei himself? Because like I said, I'm a huge fan. I love what he did with Shaman King. And then even if you look here in the comments, you see that people are sharing this right here, Hiroyuki Takei, the soul of Shaman King. If you haven't watched that, it's a documentary series where these guys go through and they actually talk to him. There's also a bunch of other people, like the people from Resident Evil and all these other things. But anyway, they talk to him about, you know, what really went into Shaman King, how this really happened. And man, it's really magical how this happened. But here you can see somebody else posted Ultimo, just like what I showed you from me having volume 1, where he did this before with robots. Like this is what they're saying. They're pretty much saying, what a concept. Like, literally, you know, he's done this with robots before. These are the angels that were in Shaman King, of course. And then you also have this inside of I think this was in Shaman King Flowers, if I remember. So obviously they're poking fun. They're saying, hey, this concept isn't original by him. And that's why I said in the beginning of this video, he's someone who has always gravitated towards robots. And he's always done a really good job at that exact thing. I want to read some of these comments to kind of talk about that as well, because to me, like I said, I think it's kind of going to be this Metabots, Zoids, kind of meets Shaman King, like ghosts and ghouls and stuff like that. But let's get into this. That means the Shaman King Superstars was canceled and there is no sequel to the in future. Let's see what do people say. Superstar has finished, but it should have a continuation manga. I admit that I was hoping for that and not a new series. Makes me think we might not get anything from him anytime soon. I mean, I wouldn't fret, friend. I think a lot of it is just going to be people. I think a lot of it is just going to be Hiroyuki Takei exploring this new venture. If he's been doing something with Shaman King for so long, he kind of wants a change of pace. It makes sense. He's been doing it for well over 20 years. So let's see this. This will be Hiroyuki Takei's magnum opus, mark my words, Occult Shaman King Mecha Ultimo. He's been training his whole life for this. And literally, that is something I agree with as well. I think that he has been training a long, long time to see this, to see something like this come to fruition, especially with Hiroyuki Takei dealing with editors and all these other things. And his last one, now that he's dealing with other publishers and testing the waters, I think this is really going to be good for him. And someone says, interesting, I'm listening. You had my curiosity. Now you have my attention with one of the most racist, vile, like gifts of a person ever. It's hilarious. But yeah, no, I'm really excited about this, man. And I really want to see kind of where this is gonna land. So yeah, Shaman King creator wants to create an occult mecha battle manga, Juro, which is right up his alley. I think this is gonna be very interesting. This is gonna be something that we can actually look at and say, hey, this is gonna be fun. But yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know, what do you expect from this manga? If you expect anything at all, are you excited to see Hiroyuki Takei come back as much as I am? And if you agree that this is a good take or a good direction for him, be sure to leave a like on the video down below. Remember, the goal is we're trying to get to 1K subs. So if you're new here, please subscribe. Please be sure to hit that like button. And if you find this interesting, or you know somebody who's into manga, they want to hear this news, send this video to them. Plain and simple. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Hashtag Penguin Nation, man. We're out of here.